What hidden content now has plenty of research that explains underlying causes of illness, mental and physical illness, and separately, what research shows we have access to healing these conditions? The research is plentiful. It is now a given about our condition of being human at this time. It is fraught with different physical and mental health illnesses that plague us all, including heart disease, the leading cause of death worldwide, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, Parkinson's, immune-compromised illness, addiction, as well as psychiatric diagnosis like schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety, and depression. But there are three huge gaps in the content. One is in understanding the prevalence of these conditions listed above and how they are pushing us to change. The number two gap is understanding the underlying causes of these illnesses and why that is important. And number three is getting the extensively researched intervention and verified methods that are simple to use and simple to get the benefits to as many people as possible. So let's look deeper into number one. By now, you probably know from the list mentioned above someone that has one or more of these diseases, which also may be you, including heart disease, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson, immune-compromised illness like fibromyalgia, addictions, as well as psychiatric diagnosis like schizophrenia, bipolar, anxiety, or depression. Consider these are the impetus to make changes. And number two, what is the underlying connector? Inflammation, which shows there is a pathology, which is a system that has malfunctioned, resulting in chronic stress that leads to that list of illness. This malfunction is caused by stress, long-term stress, and repeated and different stressors that co-occur. Exposure to trauma, generational trauma, and exposure to environmental agents of contamination in the air or water, on our clothes, and in our food. Additional stressors can be family upheaval, going to the dentist or doctor's appointments, a diagnosis, medical issues, surgery, flying, financial challenges, litigation, relationship challenges, loss, starting over, moving, public speaking, and even interviews. Number three, the intervention and transformation occurs through sound and musical listening that evokes the relaxation response, which interfaces and positively changes our breathing, our heart rate, and our brain waves. That's specific listening to sound and music. Consistent use of the specific sound and music connection develops and deepens the benefits. This process is reliable with a long list of healing benefits found in the blog on 3melete.com. That's the number 3, melete.com. And through listening, resolution, and insight development. And there's a heightening of creativity, insight, problem solving, and intuition, the characteristics of neuroplasticity, which is the opposite of memory loss. Here's a list of the benefits of listening to particular sound and music that easily and effectively assist the listener simply by listening to shift from our waking ordinary state into the relaxation response where you get all the healing benefits. Number one is stress reduction, lowers cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and promotes relaxation. Number two, improves sleep, lessens racing thoughts, develops relaxation and the ability to transition into sleep and to get good sleep. Number 3, enhances mood. There is elevation and stabilization of mood and lessening of depression and anxiety. Number 4, pain management. Reduces the perception of pain and promotes control over pain instead of pain having control. Better able to manage pain and able to do tasks. Number 5, enhances cognitive function, enhances focus, creativity, and cognitive performance. Number 6, enhances emotional regulation, improves emotional control, and increases resilience, inner strength, and the ability to manage challenges. Number 7, reduces inflammation. Inflammation is connected to heart disease, diabetes, cancer, immune-compromised illness, dementia, addiction, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, schizophrenia, bipolar, depression, fibromyalgia, and other mental and physical health conditions. Number 8, enhances overall mental, physical, and emotional and spiritual health. Number 9, develops creativity, insight, intuition, and problem solving, the characteristics of neuroplasticity and our evolution, which is the opposite of memory loss. And number 10, uplifts and opens our receptivity and connects us to our inner listening and inner wisdom. The list of benefits is very extensive. Research reveals the list of benefits is an epigenetic response, that is, listening to specific sound and music connects to supporting our genes instead of degradation and inflammation, diminishing chronic stress and cortisol production, and produces the feel-good chemicals of dopamine and melatonin. This means we can interface and intervene upon our system's response to the stressors, traumas, and environmental toxins that result in the illnesses of our day. And we can change the trajectory of the immune system's response to inflammation, and we can teach our teens and children. They can build their genetic responses as second nature and be able to move beyond quicker and gain further benefits. You can read the full blog and get the research at the number 3, melete.com. That's 3melete.com. And check out the 3 Melete sound and music programs designed to access all the benefits simply by listening.